Hey guys, welcome back to the game room. This is actually a bonus video because I didn't think these were going to get here right away. So my bestest buddy, Papa Stu, Steve, who basically is the reason I got into PlayStation variant collecting and the deep rabbit hole I've been taking you guys through. He surprised me by buying me a pack of the limited run games PlayStation slash Saturn slash Sega CD replacement jewel cases, and they actually arrived today. Now, I have not opened these because I wanted to have my real, genuine reactions in real time with you guys, just so you know, so I'm not covering anything. Now, full disclosure, Steve bought me these. These are not from Limited Run Games, so hashtag not an ad, hashtag not sponsored. The only thing I've done to the package is removed the shipping label because, privacy. All right, guys, so let's do it. So, one of the biggest concerns about the Sega Saturn replacement cases over the years, as a couple of different companies have tried making them, is their brittleness. The original cases were notorious for being just easily damaged, like scratched, etc. Two, I know with one of the batches from one of the companies, they were so rough that like the cases actually didn't lock. Like when you closed them, they would still flop open and so forth. So with limited run producing them, I figured they should be pretty good. Now, the biggest concern with the cases weren't so much the cases themselves; it was the pricing and how to ship them. If I remember correctly, I believe a box of 10 of these is $80 through limited run games, which is about like what, $8 or $9 per case. I mean, per case, not per shipping carton. So they can be pretty expensive. The biggest concern limited run games had at the time, and obviously, was shipping them. Like, how do you get these fragile cases to people that want to, buy them? And it's probably not a good sign that I can hear them moving back and forth. So we're going to open this up in real time, and we are going to see what happened. Now, my only real concern, besides actually hearing them move back and forth, is that there's only really tape on the two sides. It looks like it's a custom box, like this is a lid, so I was kind of concerned about that. But let's cut the tape. Let's do it. And I couldn't find my X-Acto knife or my thing, so I'm using a flathead screwdriver because, gamers. All right, so I'm really curious about that flap, or if it really is a flap at all. So we're just going to cut down the sides here. Pull that open. I guess we're going to be taking this on a case-by-case basis. All right, that's good. Cut that there. All right, let's see what happens. So, yeah, I think that is a flap, actually. All right, so let's do this. Let's open up here. And open up here. And was I right? No, that's not a flap. Okay, that's interesting. On their website, it looked like it was kind of like a thing. Okay, so when you open it, it is stacked sideways. So we're gonna pull this out like this. It's like a Wii or Wii U. There we go. Okay, so first sign of positivity is that they are definitely encased, but I don't like that the inside boxes weren't really, like, you can see there's obviously a gap and so forth, so that's kind of concerning, but here we go. Okay, oddly enough, it actually does look just like on the website. All right, guys, so you have literally a smorgasbord tray. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you got 10 cases. 1, 2, 4, 5. You've got 10 cases in the center. The inserts flanked on either side. So, which is kind of interesting because technically, the inserts actually act as packing material to a small degree, if you think about it. There is no. I don't want these to fall out. So, as you can see, there's no packing material in between, and no packing material in between here or here, and then the cases are just next to each other. I don't know if I like that or not. Like, they look, so far they look perfect from here. I don't know why I keep looking at the dot and not the camera. So that would kind of concern me, especially if you have mail delivery people who are really rough on your packages. But let's take a look. It feels good. Yeah, they said it was the exact same material and everything. In fact, that's actually pretty... Okay, so I actually grabbed a couple PlayStation games and a Sega Saturn game to do real-time changing and so forth. So right now we've got Power Serve Tennis, and it's going to be kind of hard to see, obviously, because there's nothing in this case. But just to give you guys an idea of, comparison. Like, so far, so pretty damn cool. Now, Power Serve, I picked this one particularly just because of all the different price tags and junk on the case and everything, and you can tell it's really scratched up. One of the nice things I liked about the way Limited Run did this with the separate packaging is you don't have to open up the... Or, wait a minute. Hold the phone. So the cases already have them in, but there's extras, I guess, in case the teeth break. That's actually a cool little pick me up. I wasn't expecting that, and this is why we're doing it in real time. That's interesting. Oh, okay. So that's neat. Okay. So we're going to take this one apart very carefully. And all you got to do is, if you've ever taken one of these apart, basically just take the corner and just pull back slightly, and it'll pop right out. There we go. And then you go to the other corners, pop it right out. Nice and easy. This is actually a lot easier than I remember it being. All right. Perfect. Now, just to double check. Yeah, as far as I can tell, these are the exact same thing. So they gave you extras. Cool. It's all good. I wonder if that was intentional or not. All right, so we're going to take our very scratchy, very price taggy Power Serve, and we are going to stick the manual in there. Now, I know what some people are thinking, especially with like the jewel cases. A lot of people really want to make sure that they have the compact disc logo on there, and I can tell you flat out that these don't, because I'm pretty sure it would have been a licensing issue. So another way you can tell it's a replacement case is there's no compact disc logo on the corner right there. But as you can see, they're pretty impressive. It's quite nice. So this is the new one, so we're going to put this over here. And then we are going to take our trusty insert, put that like so. And then we'll put this back in here. And then uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. So snapping it back in looks a little interesting. Ah, there we go. Okay. I was caught on something. But no, yeah, we're good. Okay. So then we're going to put the disc in. Notice he's using an old sports game and not an expensive game for the test. All right, so it holds the disc pretty darn well. Instruction manual slides out nice and easy. That's what she said. So then the important test. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So, as you can see, she now looks all shiny and new and awesome. And just to compare notes, if we throw, this is the replacement one, throw the original case back together. Eh? Eh? How's that for sexy? Now, I'm sorry, I've owned this game forever, and I never realized the text is not aligned straight. Anyway, all right, so first test was cool. This is actually a good thing. Now, one of the other games I grabbed, two of them specifically, we're going to jump to the Sega Saturn real quick, is Corpse Killer. Now, this poor Corpse Killer case, as you can see, has had better days. Like, there's an actual crack. Like, this is all missing right there, among other things. But with Corpse Killer, it is also a 2-disc game, and this thing flew right out of here, so that's probably not a good sign. So we're going to make sure the double discs work with the replacement cases. So we are going to get these guys ready, and hopefully there is no damage on the insert from the hole. And actually it looks like we're okay. We're all good. Sweet. All right, so you can tell, like, look at how just awful dirty and disgusting these cases are. Like, oh, it's like looking at an ice rink after, like, the Blackhawks played. All right. So we have our original holder, and we have our original holder. So we're going to pull out this disc, which has actually got a pretty good grip on it. There you go. And now we're going to take one of our new replacement cases. No cracks, all good. Open this guy up. I'm really shocked at how well this locks. Like, I wouldn't say it's a, like, I wouldn't trust it to keep your house safe, but for a third-party replacement case, that's pretty freaking impressive. All right, so we are going to take our replacement case, and it looks like the dots. Yeah, okay. So if you guys have never had a 2-disc thing before, there's these itty-bitty little dots on there, like right about there, that match up to the dots right here on both sides of the case. So it actually sits above the instruction manual and doesn't accidentally crush it. So we're going to put those right in place. And I think I know why this flew out the first time. Are these even... 1, 2... yeah, they're all there. These might just be too worn down from time. All right. Let's try that again real quick. Oh yeah, there we go. That's impressive. Like, this literally fell out of the case when I opened it. All right, so we're going to put this guy in there. And this is one of the replacement ones. Alright, I will say, getting these guys back in is kind of interesting. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to pull it back a little bit more, but it looks like, yeah, like, you have to make sure, like, when you're putting the cases back together, I usually start from corner. Once these guys are in, and then you get down here, you have to be really gentle and just gently press in until you hear the click, and you're okay. Alright, so then, didn't scratch. Haha. Alright, so we got both discs in there. That's actually pretty impressive. Oh, I was holding it. Hang on a sec. Nope, there you go. That's what I was afraid of. Although it looks like it's supposed to do that, I guess. Oh, yeah. So if these stay in, you can then, it makes it easier to grab the manual in and out. So yeah, so, and then lock that into place. Yeah, look at that. Cool. All right. So then we've got things, and we close it. No, it looks like it's not. It looks like it might have trouble with the double discs. Yeah, that might be a problem. I do have that in right? Hang on a sec. Yeah, edges out. So, yeah, edges out. So it's in there right. Okay, so that might be the first issue to test. It's a good thing I grabbed two of them. All right, so, although that does look really nice, and let's be honest here, how many times am I going to play Corpse Killer after I do the review for it on Game-Rave? All right, so the first game, the first 2-disc game went in fine, except it doesn't seem to close with both of them in there. So here, we can confirm. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah. Oh, nope. Okay, so it's not their case. It's authentic. All right, so let's replace this one. I gotta keep that. All right, this one goes bad. This one goes bad. It's like Christmas came early. I guess this is also like my first unboxing video, so I'm hoping I'm entertaining to you guys right now because I am like nervous as heck because I only got really one shot to do this. All right, so let's get ourselves a new case. And I've been picking the outermost ones because I figured those would have the most like visual damage, and these guys are perfect. Like, no, not like I figured there might have been even. I might figure there might have been some rubbing from the cardboard, but it's they look brand new. I wish we kind of had these cases back when I was at EB Games back in the day. We could have probably sold a lot more PlayStation games at a better value because all the cases were usually cracked. All right, so we got our insert. If you guys have never played Nova Storm, it's actually a full motion video shooter. It's really good. Pain in the ass hard, but it's definitely worth it. I think it was Scavenger, now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm still having trouble getting the fourth peg in. Maybe I'm just going the wrong way. I keep going from the top. I'm wondering if I went from the bottom to the top or if I went left to right, if that would be easier. So I'll do one more just to check that out. But this seems all snug and fit. We'll slap our disc in there, and then we will slap that guy in here. Oh, I never truly appreciate how annoying and how thin and small this second disc holder is. Like, they were like winging in a prayer at these pegs. I mean that like for the cases, not limited run games. I mean they had to be exact for that to make sure it matches up. All right, and then instruction manual. Oh, look at that. So yeah, it looks like, unless I did something wrong, which is completely possible, it looks like the new cases don't take the double disc ones real well. Yeah, okay, so that's a little bit of a problem. But you just have to be careful because, like I said, with the normal games, like, of course I shook that pretty hard. Yeah, as I mentioned, like one of the Amazon seller cases, like you couldn't even do this. Like as soon as you picked it up, it'd fall over, like with the double jewel cases. So that's not too bad. As far as, can't forget your little foam piece. think there's a corpse killer actually. All right. So yeah, and then pulling out the cases from the trays, it looks like these are all absolutely pristine. In fact, actually, for a split second, I saw that like nifty little like rainbow effect that you sometimes see on fresh plastic stuff. Oh yeah, these are. For the fact that there's no bubble wrap or tissue paper between these guys, like I am absolutely impressed. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. It looks like we have our... Yeah. Okay. So, it looks like all the cases, but the center two came out okay. But as you can see, it's already got like, it comes pre-nicked up from moving around without bubble wrap or tissue paper in there. That aside, though, like you'll pick that up just filing it back in the wall. So I really can't like that. Like if it had been like a huge crack or like a gash or a scratch, I could complain. I can deal with that, especially if you give me a second here. Oh, where'd it go? I was gonna pull out one more game. Yeah. So like I can deal with just that little nick compared to what the older cases look like. And if you take this out so you can get the black background, like look at all that crap. Like it's just, oh, it's so bad. I mean, that's 25 years of age minus plus moving cross country twice plus cross town 4 times. Like I'm surprised this lasted as long as it did. So because they only give me 10 of them, obviously I'm going to be very sparingly in who I pick and choose to receive these. But yeah, so overall, I'm really impressed. Like I said, I'm a little concerned that the 2-disc games don't really stay closed, but that might just because of a weight issue that couldn't be dealt with. But overall, like these are gorgeous. I still don't understand the spare one of these. So there's like an extra one of these per case. So I'm not really sure if that was intended or not. Like, does Limited Run Games know that these have the inserts doubled up? That being said, guys, if I were to rate this, I mean, shipped, I think it's about $100+. Like I said, these alone are $80. And then Steve sent me these as a gift, and I told him I was going to like throw these up on review for you guys right away. But I have to say, I'm fairly impressed. As someone who worked for GameStop and EV Games for over 13 years, Jesus, we got in so many shitty DVD cases and so many shitty jewel cases to replace games with. These are the real deal. And aside from the 2-disc set minor issue, which might, like I said, might even just be like, it might even be something I can fix if I didn't put in right or something, because these do latch on. So I'm wondering if maybe, hold that thought before we get out of here. Let's see if I did this right. Yeah, so they're in all the way. I don't understand. No, yeah, they're making contact. So yeah, so it's just really an issue with the double disc ones. But like I said, for how little I'm sure these get played, not an issue. I mean, they'll be fine sitting on the shelf and so forth. So I've got to say, I was not expecting how awesome these turned out to be. Like I said, I'm still a little confused at the extra shells. Those usually aren't the issue with cases. So like I said, I could see them throwing these in there as a freebie, so they could, if you have like the broken teeth and stuff, all your other ones. But otherwise, I wonder if that would have lowered the cost any by not having them already in the shell. Shipping, I really, really wish there would have been tissue paper or even just like a couple sheets of bubble wrap in between the boxes. Um, in the shipping carton, like the gap between here and the cases was fine, but like with the cases in here, I really, really wish they would have had tissue paper or bubble wrap or something just to, you know, prevent the smudges on the two middle cases. Other than that, I totally recommend these. I know Limited Run Games said that they only had this one shipment, and then we're doing a second shipment for a pre-order, which was already sold out, I think, when I last checked. But if they have more sitting around, I would totally, totally recommend this. And like, even with the precarious shipping option, they arrived safe and sound, you know, cross country to, you know, here in the Midwest. I am highly impressed. I can't really review them right now because I have to wait and see, like, you know, how badly they scratch up and so forth. But consider me impressed. Like, as for a first unboxing video, these things are pretty damn cool. I don't buy many limited run games, if any. But you keep bringing these out and you will have a very good customer. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Any questions, I'll answer down below if I missed them here in the video. Take care, you guys. Have a great night. I'll see you later. Take care.